Okay, I have to know, what do you guys all consider thick? I had some people on my video saying that I'm not thick, and I'm 5'5", 165. Actually, your girl's running about 170 right now because I've been eating a little bit too good, but I think this is about as much as my frame can handle before I start looking overweight. What do you think? So I know a lot of these passport bros, and especially black men, are in my comments asking me why I'm talking about this. It's not my fight. And before anything, I'm a woman, so I'm always going to stand up for women regardless of race. And one thing that really bothers me about this is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either. I'm from a town that really doesn't have that many Asian women, especially Asian women who look like me. Like I said, you guys, I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I'm a thick woman. I weigh about 165 pounds. I'm 5'5", so honestly, the brothers like to holler, and they still do. Regardless of what some men in the comments are trying to say, that black men aren't checking for Asian women. Yeah, right. Check my DMs. But anyway, pretty much every time I met a black man, he thought it would be a flex to say something like, yeah, I like my women foreign. I like my women exotic. And I don't know why they decided to say that to me, if they thought it would make me feel good or something, but for me, it's always a red flag. And so I would dig in a little bit further and say, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because I'm a white girl on the inside. My family is white. I grew up in a white community in a small town in the Midwest. So I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. So anyway, whenever these guys would say this, I'd be like, well, you're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But it really bothered me when these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women regardless if they were black or not. And their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after I already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to the same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women because you have a preference. And honestly, like, I've dated pretty much every race, every ethnicity. I'm Ms. Worldwide when it comes to dating. Only common denominator is black hair and dark eyes usually. But I've never heard any group of men put down their own women more than I've heard black men do it in pursuit of other women. And I just find it really disheartening. And I understand why this divide is getting bigger, but I don't want to be a part of it. So I hate it, and I had to speak on it.
Interesting take on it, baby. You did become a part of it by giving your opinion on it. You know what I mean? And your experience with the bros. We get it. Yo, I got some stuff to say about this from personal experience, man. But before we get into it, listen. It's your favorite everything, JR Wisdom. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this, man. Let's run it up to 100,000. Quit playing with me. So this Asian girl, she's funny. I believe she's what the Asian community calls a Twinkie. And she kind of said that herself. You know what I mean? So I agree with her with, you shouldn't be talking about black women to other women of other races, even if they ask you. And this goes for any woman that you're talking to. You shouldn't be talking about your exes. You shouldn't be talking about your own race. Even on platforms, you know, and things like that. You shouldn't be saying that, especially when you're talking to another woman. Anytime you down talk another woman to a woman, it looks stupid. And I don't know why bros do that to other women. You know what I'm saying? And I guess your guys are like, well, JR, you say certain things on here. Yeah, I say generalizations. People have generalizations. People have generalizations about Asians. They have generalizations about every race and ethnicity for the most part. You know, and they're stereotypes when it comes to those things. I just don't agree with bros when they say things to other women about their women. You know what I'm saying? We know they got the weaves, the loud, the aggressive, the belligerent, all these different things going on. But I find it funny for her to say that, and she's like, nobody said anybody's trying to holler at you. See, one thing, and I'll bring you guys on a little secret. So, I was married to an Asian woman, right? Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, my ex-wife was Asian, right, from Los Angeles. But my daughter's mothers are both black, right? Just so you know. Anyway, so she says some stuff. I grew up in a location where is this, is that. People normally are going to flock to people that don't look like them, or sometimes be attracted to them, or think that something's exotic. Just because you're Asian in America, even though they use that term, doesn't automatically make you exotic, right? And I get her trying to say that, but baby, you would be considered a heavyweight in Korea. You know what I mean? But bros like thick women. I wouldn't say you're thick because y'all saw the little video on there. I guess you would be considered thick for an Asian woman. And maybe some bros are into that. And the fact that it's strange when you hear, because there's not too many interactions other than in businesses with Asian women for the most part. So when you do interact with an Asian woman as a black man for the most part, and you're speaking the lingo, or you speaking like everybody else, for lack of a better term, it intrigues certain people. Just like if any other race would go to a different place where it's not a huge population of that ethnicity or race, people are going to be intrigued or want to know. So it does. If men have a preference, it's their preference. Just like you said, you've dated all these different men. We know your DMs are flooded and things like that. Then it's flooded. But you're saying whether you want them or not, when guys have to go to other countries, passport bros, do your thing. Passport bros have well, I don't even think it was that back then, but passport bros have been slaying in Asia for a minute too as well. It is what it is. So it's just a way of leveling the playing field, and I don't think anybody should be anyone's dick police. Like I said, I do agree with her. When men state their preferences, if we stated on a platform, this is not my preference, this is what I don't like. But when you actually, it's almost like, I don't think it's cool to actually, because you shouldn't be talking about a certain type of woman when you're trying to get with one woman. Or you're this, you're that, or you talking like this, and these women are like this, or I prefer like what kind of game. And I hear this from other women when they say dudes will say stuff like this, to try and get with her or put her up on a pedestal while putting down another woman. I don't agree with that, man. Let your mouthpiece speak for itself. You know what I mean? Let your mouthpiece speak for itself. You don't gotta be doing all that slime ball stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. Either you got it or you don't. So, but anyway, back to the passport bros. Like, I don't even know why she jumped in there. Just because you are South Korean, you're Asian South Korean, doesn't mean like you grew up in the States, like you said, in the Midwest. If bro wants to go to South Korea and get him a woman, then he'll get one. So yeah, you really don't have any dog in the fight, but you put yourself in the fight at the end of the day. So, don't feel, if it's that conversation, then you say that to him. You say that directly to the dude. I know you made a public service announcement, but you say it to the guy that's talking like this, that's saying this about women. Yo, why do you just say something like, a lot of you ladies should say that to dudes, that's really unattractive when you do that, right? That's not helping you any by talking down on another woman in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it like that. Fellas, you don't need to do that. But I do find it funny she made this little video, man. Let me know what you think. I'm not going to talk about this all day. I thought it was an interesting video. Comment below. Let me know. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And with that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen. And that's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I haven't put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth.